Are you tired of playing the same old Terraria worlds over and over again? Well, look no further than this mod, which completely changes the world gen of the game. It even adds in new dungeons with new loot and enemies. You gotta install this mod for your next playthrough. We are here with the Remnants mod, aka the mod that's gonna revive your love for Terraria. If you're bored of playing in the same world over and over again, look at this. Look at what this mod does to Terraria world gen. Now, I believe this is like the second or third time of us checking this out, but this mod updates and adds so much more every time that like I gotta check it out every now and then. And this is a larger world. Just look at how much there is. There's like little dungeons spread around everywhere. Like I don't even know what this is. On top of that, the regular dungeons that you explore in Terraria, like the jungle temple, completely different. Even the queen beehive has its own whole area. Look at this. And now we got a for sure little desert pyramid in the middle. Instead of there having to be a little RNG for you to get one, you just get one no matter what. And then there's just so much more. Like look how much other things there are. You get both the crimson and the corruption in the world, and then you get things like this giant labyrinth maze that we're gonna check out later that has some cool stuff inside of it. And then of course, look at the OG dungeon, a little bit different, honestly a little bit smaller, and it might be better that way. Not to mention there's all this new stuff in the sky. The snow biome is now like a giant mountain. The granite biome, look at this, it's like a giant abyss. And then the marble biome is like the opposite of the granite. Instead of it being vertical, this one's horizontal. Like there's just so much sick stuff in this mod. It's definitely a mod that I would install if I'm tired of seeing the same old Terraria generation over and over. But let's get to it. I guess let's start with the sky stuff. As you can see, the sky islands are a little bit different. Rather than it just being islands, we got like a bunch of clouds and stuff up here that are just all accumulated together. And then you even got little ores and stuff up here. What is this ore? Stellar remnant. What does a stellar remnant do? You can make stars with them. Look at that. Very useful. So you can come up to the clouds and get some easy stars so you don't have to wait and see if they just fall from the sky and pick them up like that. Nice. And then of course we do have our little sky islands. They're a little bit different. This one doesn't have anything on it unless there's what, something in the middle. No, nothing in the middle. There's just a bunch of platinum. So the sky islands are a little bit different. They vary a little bit. As we can see, this one actually does have the goodies on it, including of course the chest with a little bit of different loot. This is kind of bad loot, I'm not gonna lie. That specific chest was very bad loot. What about this one? This one got the lucky horseshoe in it. Nice. These ones seem to not have anything crazy. These ones with the little fountains, they do have a lot of platinum though. So if you're trying to get your hands on some platinum and or gold, boom, hey, there we go. The star fury in this one, so a little bit different of looks in terms of sky islands, but they still got the same loot in a majority of them, and you can get your hands on stars a lot easier. What else is in the sky though? Over here we see this above the spawn area, we got like a little sky village. It also looks like there's something spitting at me. What's spitting at me? Ew, nasty little plantera looking plant. This looks like something you'd get attacked by in like Zelda or Mario. These little tiny plants that are attacking us. Hold up, can you even fight them? I don't know if you can even fight these guys. These guys might just be straight up obstacles, or maybe you got to get up to them and mine them. Let's see. Yeah, okay, that's cool. So you can't just, you know, kill it just like you usually do to everything in Terraria. You actually gotta avoid and hide. Changes up the little mechanics a little bit, again making things fresh for people that are tired of playing the same old Terraria. That's what mods are for, right? We even got some new bumping music up here, and this is just like some nice little houses and stuff up here. I wonder if these are finished or if these are just supposed to be like this. Again, the name of the mod is Remnants, so these are like remnants of a past, you know, older generations, older people have lived here, people that may not exist anymore, which I think I really like in video games is when there's generated structures that are abandoned, because it's like, hey, the world has history in it. Whether it's Terraria, whether it's Minecraft, whether it's any other game where you can get some new world generation, it's always something I like. I believe that is all for the sky. As we can see, there's nothing else in the sky. I think there actually used to be like this area that looks like this over the jungle, I believe, so they changed that. But let's start going over the basic surface area. Let's start with the leftmost beach. As you can see, still a simple beach, but underneath, instead of like the weird abyss that Vanilla Terraria adds in, we now actually have like a little coral reef underneath. And as you can see, the colors are amazing down here, using a little bit of the neon grass, and on top of that using the beautiful coral blocks, which honestly don't get much love at all. But a nice little coral area. There's probably some chests and stuff spread out down here, but as you can see under this left one, there's a little bit more. We'll go over this later, but this is pretty much the aether and shimmer. as you can see, there's no just like regular shimmer area separate now. That is where the shimmer is now, is in these little biomes over here. But let's continue exploring the surface. As we can see, the jungle is ginormous in this large world. Honestly, it's usually big in a large world. That's how things work. And a lot of biomes have these nice little direct paths straight to the underground. This one leads straight into a nice little mine shaft, which I actually really like. As you can see, there was people here in the past that were mining, exploring the underground jungle, and you even get some special loot. Sometimes there's even new loot from the mod in these. Just a nice little way to get deeper into the jungle without having to mine yourself. Then we move over here to like the left side of spawn that is in the desert, and it's a nice little mountain. I do like that there is mountains and stuff. Gives a little bit of a difference in terms of terrain generation and everything just being like flat with the occasional hump around there. So it's pretty cool that we get different world generations like this. Again, look at that. We get another little thing that leads us down into a little mine shaft area. And then we get to the desert, which have these nice little spikes and stuff in them to match the little background you see in the desert with the mountains. Now this is sick. This might be one of my favorite things, is this giant pyramid. Look at this pyramid. We got beautiful paintings everywhere. What other crazy things? I want to explore around here and see what goodies we find. We get some more custom looking chests. Yo, look at the background. The background's so sick. The way it actually like moves with you. I don't have a key. We need a key to open this apparently. I don't even know where you get this key from. Pyramid key. Let's open this up. What y'all got for me in terms of loot? Okay, flying carpet, a top tier desert item next to the double jump, as long as it isn't the pharaoh outfit. Yeah, as we go deeper in, look at, there's even just ghosts chilling down here. So we get to see some regular Terraria enemies that spawn in different areas. Usually you gotta fight ghosts by breaking your graves, right? Then we get this nice little area in the middle that got the bass statues. I love bass statues, they're great items. And just a lot of more areas to explore and find loot down here, which is very cool, very sick. We get to the normal spawn area, which has a giant living wood tree on top. Cool. And then of course a little underground area. This area though is more of an underground living wood area rather than it is a mine shaft. And the music sounds like it's bumping. The background low-key look kind of nasty looking. Like it looks good. It's, you know, what you would see underground in a living wood tree area. But I don't know, it just looks nasty. All these roots look weird. We get to the snow biome, which is a giant mountain. I think this is probably another favorite of mine in terms of generation things out here. A giant mountain. Come on, snow biome, giant mountain. Fits. Again, we get the little path into the mine shaft, and then we get to our corruption, which looks a little bit scarier than before. And I believe whether it's a corruption or crimson, they're pretty much gonna look the same in terms of this like above area. And then you get into the middle where all the goodies are. Look at this. The ambient lighting is a lot better. We got these cool little things. I don't even know what the hell these are. What is this? Oh, okay, I don't know. It just fell off, whatever it was. Look at that. Okay, cool. Well, not that cool, because what if I want that as my light in my house? You can see all the orbs are over here in the middle, which is kind of cool. And we might as well check out the crimson version because it's pretty much the same. As you see, we got the ambient lighting, all the hearts are in the middle. It's cool having both crimson and corruption in the same world though. And then we get to the dungeon up here, of course. Where's my boy at? There he is. He's at the very top now. And then we break into here. Am I gonna get assaulted? Yep. Here they come. The dungeon just looking way cooler. Look at these paintings, how they're like floating. That's so sick. That is a nice little detail. All the paintings in here are floating, and this kind of fits a lot more with the aspect of the dungeon, how it's got a couple of little magical properties here and there. And all the way at the bottom here, this is where our biome chests are, so you don't have to search around the whole dungeon for them. They are in a specific area. And then over here we got like a sewer system, like literal sewer system where piranhas are hopping out of. Kind of sick. Way better than Terraria's vanilla dungeon, I'm not gonna lie. And are these like routes into the, yeah, look at this. This is like routes into regular caves over here. You still need a key to get in over here though, but it's kind of cool that there is just routes into regular caves around the dungeon. Now it's time to start checking out all the underground dungeons and caves, starting with the aether / shimmer, whatever you want to call it. I love the shimmer area in terms of like ambience and music and everything else. It just looks so cool. And of course, look at this. This looks sick. We even got all these little Ethereum blocks placed around, and of course the ambient lighting, these little bulbs hanging from the ceiling. But if we go over here, right, and we drop through, just like how the aether or shimmer lets you drop through blocks, look at this. We end up over here, which is sort of like an aether dungeon. Again, we got some new music bumping, and we can see that there's new enemies. Tome of Frost. Look at this. They shoot the little spikes on us. I believe there's other ones. Yeah, Tomes of Infernos are underneath us. So some new enemies. Not like a lot of new enemies that this mod adds in, but it adds in enough to keep things fresh. And of course, you can always install more mods to add in more new enemies. Hey, who is this? Enchanter. Hold up. My boy's got a couple of new abilities. Did he just spawn in like a clone of himself? Or are these two dudes? I don't know. Yeah, a handful of new enemies that fit that whole Aether / Shimmer area. And what is this like giant thing in the middle? Is this like something that allows me to like fly straight up? Because this is kind of sick if that's the case. Yo, this is awesome. And I like that it actually has like a noise. Like, do you hear it? It kind of has got like a little buzzing noise, but it's pretty sick. That allows us to ascend to the top. And how do you get around this dungeon, you may ask? Because there's no like easy pass anywhere. Well, it's the Shimmer, bro. You just drop on through, which is always a sick idea. I actually really like that about the Shimmer, is that it allows you to phase through blocks. Can be a little bit annoying here and there when you accidentally jump in, but using it like this is amazing. Hey, look at that. There's a research note if you wanted the lore for this mod, and of course there's some new accessories and stuff. But yeah, say you want to get to the bottom where all the goodies are, or you want to get to like whatever this is, the little brewing stand. Well, you got to go through and fall through the blocks like that. And then if you get to the very bottom, we go over here to the left, there is the hollow chest. And of course a beautiful flower for the, what is this, the core keeper pet, I believe. Now we are in the new and improved jungle temple, which this really feels like a giant temple rather than just like a bunch of random assorted rooms that zigzag around. As you can tell, the background also makes it feel like there's actually some depth back there. Gives it a nice little feel that we're not just playing on, you know, a flat 2D game. A little detail like that goes a long way, but it's still your same old jungle temple, just a little bit better in the way it's organized and assorted. Of course, you get to the middle here, and as we can see, we got a whole ass arena set up for the fight with the golem, which is way better than usual Terraria's default generation, because sometimes you just get little tiny rectangles to fight it in, or other times you don't even get rectangles. You get like circles, half a circle, semicircle, half a triangle. So knowing that you get a for sure area to fight it is very nice. We move a little bit to the right here, and we got the little beehive area. This is a sick area because guess what? The queen bee is chilling right here in the center again. This is a little bit small of an area to fight it though, I'm not gonna lie. But it is very cool having a whole nice and giant dedicated beehive instead of the ones that just look like wieners for some reason. All Terraria beehives almost always look like a wee-wee. That has to be a thing from the devs because it happens way too often for it to be a coincidence. And of course there's chests in here that give you the summons for the queen bee itself if you don't feel like fighting it here. Like say you just want to fight it over here in the regular beehive cave area. Well, there you go. We got the marble biome. There is no marble bosses. There's only the Medusa, the hoplites. That's literally it. Is there any more marble enemies? I don't think so. But they get a nice little big overhauled area just for that. I don't know. So hopefully in the future, Terraria maybe adds in a mini boss or something down here, or an actual boss. I would like an actual boss. But this is a nice and big area just for that. Or if you just like the marble biome and, you know, the little Roman / Greek themes down here, well, there you go too. Not to mention, you see that little bat right there? You see how it's hanging from the ceiling? Watch when I walk in here. Boom. Comes alive. Pretty cool little feature. Same thing with the granite biome here, but instead of a vertical or horizontal, I mean, we get verticality. Pretty interesting. I like the idea of that. That's the two big differences from the biomes. And of course this one's way darker and scarier, but the mobs down here are not that scary. We get the underground snow biome, which is a nice like ice temple sort of area, something you've seen like Zelda, I don't know, something like that. Nice and cool, literally. We get this little area down here. What is this? I don't know what this is. There's a couple new things added from the mod the last time I checked, obviously is the reason why I'm checking it out. So what is this? Is this like a crypt? A crypt? Not like the gangbangers, no, crypt. This is what it looks like. There's dead people here, or skeletons just hanging around. Oh, dead people. But yeah, there's dead people hanging around. There's literally like blood, like what is this? Sacrificial altar. What is going on down here? Whole lot of scary shit going on. What type of new goodies are down here though? I guess not really new goodies. It doesn't really need to be new goodies, but what is my reason to come down here? Ew, spiders are down here. Let's get deeper and deeper in. Let's see what happens. It looks like this is where our crimson and corruption chests are. Nice. Okay, so gives me a reason to actually have to come down here and look for this, even if it is a little spooky. I would like for there to be a couple of new custom enemies here though. Maybe some more scarier themed enemies, but the spiders and the ghosts do fit well. We get over to this thing, which this might possibly be my favorite thing from the mod, is this little labyrinth over here. Let's head on over here and check it out. Hold on, let me turn this light on. This, I believe it is a labyrinth. So let's head on in and see what's popping with it. What is that? What does that mean? Why did that just start glowing? How about a god mode? Let's hop about a god mode just to get the full effect of being down here. Can I break that labyrinth wall lamp? Okay, so I was right on the name. Nice little lamp that I could bring home if I wanted to. Oh, what was that? Oh my God. That high key caught me off guard and scared me. I'm not gonna lie. So that thing legit just spawned above us. Is this where it spawns? Is right here? Okay. So it's a giant cube that we got to get away from. And I'm on it. You got to be kind of fast to get away from this thing. Oh, I'm safe. I'm not safe. I thought that's what the light stood for. Okay, let's try again. Yeah, we just got to be a little bit faster. That's all. We just got to be a little bit faster. I'm moving. I'm moving. That thing cannot get over here, can it? Okay, we're good. We're good. It only travels in straight lines. Oh my God, you can still hear it. That's terrifying. It travels in straight lines. It can't just stop on a dime and attack you. I still hear it. Is that thing like constantly moving around while I'm here? That's actually even more terrifying. Oh no, I activated another one. We're good down here, right? Yeah, we're good. Oh, I saw it go past us. Hopefully it doesn't like loop around to us. This is like low-key a terrifying place to be. The loop better be good down here if this is the type of stuff I'm getting chased by. They only spawn on those like weird looking statues, so we don't have to be too paranoid about them. Is there one right here though? Yeah, there's one right here. That is a lot of area to cover. As you can see, we got to get all the way to the middle. Let's just go straight to the middle though. What's popping in the middle? Hold up, what is this? Essence of might, essence of endurance, and essence of focus. Oh, look at that. So these are like little altars you could turn on. Do you guys remember the little stones? What are they called in Skyrim? The little like stones you turn on at the beginning of the game and you can find throughout the game and you get a little buff from them. That's kind of what these are. What is it in Skyrim? The first three finds like the thief, the mage, and the warrior stone or something. That's what this is. As you see, we get different buffs and we also get like a penalty depending on the ones you choose. So that is a pretty little sick benefit that you can find out here. Pretty much a passive that isn't an accessory or armor set you have to wear. But yeah, there's a couple of other little things that are down here in hell. For example, we got these little like factory looking areas, kind of sick looking. These little pipes I'm messing with. And hell's got a little bit more room. There's still like the occasional like things and obstacles in the way for when you do fight the wall of flesh. But way easier to fight the wall of flesh and not have to worry about. What about over here? We got our regular like hell hotels, whatever they're called in vanilla Terraria. I'll call them hell hotels. They're still here too if you missed those. And then of course we got the whole like new Ashwood area, the little extra biome they added in the most recent Terraria update. And then up above us we got like a whole obsidian area. So if you need obsidian for hellstone stuff, we got like a whole layer of it now, as you can see. I believe that's pretty much everything. There's like the couple like little structures here and there that I missed, but like they're nothing too big. Like you guys can obviously check them out yourself. We got the little minecart track that I do actually gotta jump to get across. Kind of cool. But I guess the next thing I would want from this mod, we need some mushroom biome love, bro. Look at the mushroom biome. Where is the mushroom biome love? I feel like there needs to be a little mini biome for mushrooms down here in the jungle, because there's still a couple of areas that aren't completely filled here. Couple of areas that aren't filled. As you can see, we get this little area underneath the shimmer temple. There's still a lot of regular cave area over here that isn't really touched. We do get some bigger mushroom biomes over here, but come on, I need a whole place dedicated. I need full mushroom love. What else is there? There's literally this whole other side opposite of the shimmer stuff that doesn't have anything in it. So I'm still waiting for them to add some stuff to that, but who knows if they will or if they're complete. They obviously have changed and added a couple new things since my last video, so they're still working on something. But shout out everyone that was working on the Remnants mod. This is one of my favorite Terraria mods in terms of just world generation. It changes it so much, as we can see. So anytime I hop in and play a world with this mod, it's like, holy, there's so much new stuff to check out. It's such a new experience. And on top of the new additions they add them themselves, like the labyrinth is sick. But yeah, you can pair this mod with like little smaller mods, because I don't know if big like world generation mods work with this. Like obviously something like Calamity or the Thorium mod probably doesn't work with this mod, because like look, Calamity Abyss is gonna destroy all of this. But maybe that's what this whole side is for the Calamity Abyss. I don't know. You guys have to read the mod page itself to figure out if they work together. But make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and turn on notification bells to see future videos. I'll be seeing y'all in the next one.